What's your podcast about? Do I need
I
to
should
know?
have told you that. Man, I'm bad at booking. I should have definitely told you what the podcast is about. To block your lovely face. I'm not hitting on you. Relax.
Okay, I'll try and relax.
Relax.
Yeah.
I'm just being nice.
I'm pretty sure that you have a way harder time getting through life than the average person, Ari. I don't know why anybody would listen to this. I know I won't.
Ari, your advice single-handedly broke up my marriage. You're an awful person.
You're 24 years old. Why would I listen to you? Why would you be giving therapy and advice to people who clearly need it? It doesn't make any sense, Ari. This is a horrible idea.
You're listening to
Unlicensed
Therapy with Ari Mannis.
High as hell.
No, you look great.
My eyes.
You are more beautiful than I remember. I remember you being like, she's not bad. And then you get here and you're just some full-blown hottie. You're a hot chick comic. I don't remember you as a hot chick comic.
Oh my God. It's sort of like getting insulting, but complimentary.
Now I know you can't be funny. You're too... No, I'm just kidding. I'm not hitting on you. I'm just pumping you up. Relax.
Is this what you do on all your podcasts?
With Steph Tolev, I started the podcast going, just so you know, this is not a date.
Okay, so it's just your thing.
No, it's not my thing. It's not my thing. How are you?
I'm really good.
Really?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just did ayahuasca last weekend.
No way. Did you purge
Mm-hmm.
and throw up? That's why I've never done it.
Yeah.
That's terrifying to me.
It was no big deal.
Why?
Yeah, but it was...
Did you ever have bulimia in your life?
No,
Okay.
definitely not.
You weren't scared about purging?
No,
Why?
it's just not a big deal.
What do you mean it's not a big deal?
You're just throwing up your demons.
It's like bile that you throw
I have
up,
a
right?
warrior spirit.
You throw up everything. It's like
Yeah.
you
only
clean-
eat at 11. The last time you eat that day is 11.
What time did you? So how long?
And then you do the ceremony from like 6 to like 4 a.m.
Okay, so
Don't put that clip on Instagram
wait,
because
wait.
my parents can't know.
But I could put it on the actual
Yeah.
podcast about you doing ayahuasca. Why
Yeah.
can't your parents know about you doing ayahuasca?
I don't know. I wouldn't want to scare them. They'd be scared. They would think that's crazy. They would be disturbed.
And do your parents follow you on Instagram? Or enough people do that would send it to them? Or what's your fear? I'm not
Well,
going
like
to
a
do
bunch of my parents' friends follow me on Instagram. My mom has Instagram. My dad doesn't have any social media, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
But he loves Google, you know.
My mom also has Instagram, and she's very much an old person on it.
Yeah.
Like she'll comment on everything and direct message and all these weird things.
Oh, wow.
You know, like no Instagram etiquette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. You know, remember when parents, like when texting came out and like for a couple years you would text them and then they would just call you because they weren't like really into texting. And now they'd be like, get off your phone. Like, why don't you ever make eye contact? And now they have no etiquette or awareness when they're like staring at their phone for like
True.
straight down. And I'm like, you can't do that. Or you can't have your ringer on loud either.
Okay, here
in like
I don't
public
think
places.
I don't think this is a common old person thing, but there's something my mom does, and it's insane. She treats texting like social media in the sense where I get grouped into like a group text message with like 30 people in it, and she'll share like a video. Kind of like a mass email, like an email newsletter,
Yeah.
but over text. And then there's all these people responding and talking, and I don't know who any of them are.
Yeah.
And I'm getting notified on my phone all day. It's the worst thing.
That's a fucking nightmare.
And then I'll tell her about it. I'll be like, don't do that.
Yeah.
You're not, and she'll still do it.
Yeah, I know. I have a little bit of the same thing where I'm like, don't like, please don't do that. And then it keeps happening. But now I don't know your bold level, but like if I get put on a mass text,
You'll respond and say,
I'll say, I'm sorry, I'm getting off of here.
and to your mother.
No, to anyone.
So I go one step further than that. I respond with something mean. I'll say, please don't put me in these group texts. I do not want to be a part of this at all. Stop this. And then do it.
Yeah, I like just want to gracefully bow out. Like they know that I don't think it's cool, but I'm not trying to like harsh them out loud.
I'll also say some things to embarrass her sometimes. I'll be like, I love Trump or something. I'll end the thing with, Trump 2020 or something like really political to make her go like, okay, I don't want to include him anymore because he'll say something outlandish.
Sure. You're an extreme liability.
Yeah.
That's what you've posed yourself as.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the oldest?
How'd you know?
I can always guess birth order.
No, you can't.
I can.
I mean, you did.
I just have a sense.
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
Yeah.
What gave it? So how did you come to that conclusion?
It's just a feeling I had. And you have this studio.
What does that mean?
It's like there's a little bit of like a grit responsibility. A responsible person would have their own studio.
Are the oldest typically responsible?
Yeah.
Really?
Because they had the harshest parenting. And like the parents were the most scared and like the most focused. Like by the time they get to the
That's
youngest,
definitely true.
By the time they get to the youngest, they're like, I just can't. I'm tired. That was me.
So, what gave it away for you that I was the oldest is that I have a studio, so I'm responsible.
Well, it's not all logical things that make me guess. It was just a feeling I had. But there were like a few added supportive.
So what were the added supportive thoughts again? Do you already say?
I told you. I just like it was a feeling, and then I was like, yeah.
No, I'm fascinated because you were right. So I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to be able to give that off.
Why? What's wrong with being the firstborn?
Nothing. I just want to be mysterious. I don't want people to be able to read into me like that.
I don't know anything about you. We don't even know each other.
I know. Now I feel a little violated.
Oh.
Because you knew that. So I'm like, what else do I give away?
No way. You seem like you're a pretty open, vulnerable guy.
I am, but on my terms.
Right. That's
not
me too.
On like, you don't know me.
Yeah.
But you do.
Right.
What else
I don't know. I don't know
me?
anything about you.
Except that I'm the oldest.
Yeah. Besides that.
Man, I wish I wasn't.
Yeah.
Are you the oldest?
No, I'm the youngest.
I know. I knew that based off of.
You didn't know that.
No, I didn't know
that. Yeah. I'm the youngest. I feel like most comedians are the youngest.
Really?
Yeah, because they were in a situation where it was like difficult to be heard or it was like tricky to fit in or whatever. And so then they had to devise some sort of personality capital to make themselves valuable or useful social currency within the family dynamic.
Do you see a psychologist or something on a weekly basis? You're very smart in the like emotional
I'm just
sense.
really smart in general. Yeah.
But emotionally, you're just aware and it seems like you've studied this and thought a lot about it.
I guess so. I feel like that's pretty common sense. Like the fact that the youngest are comedians. Like most of my comedian friends are the youngest, I feel like.
Damn, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I need to study this stuff and then I'd be funnier.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, that's why I'm not funny.
I know. That's why I'm a genius.
Yeah, that's why you're a comedic genius, because you're a nerd about the psyche, the human psyche.
I've always loved reading. I'm like a reading freak, and I've been that way since I was a kid. But yeah, I read a lot of books.
If you weren't doing stand-up, what would you be doing?
I'd probably be married with 3 kids in Newport Beach, but
like a housewife.
If I'm not like what my other dream job would be, but what would literally probably be happening, that would probably have been it.
Are you from Orange County?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't think that would have been it. You're too driven.
I guess. I don't know. I went to grad school to become a novelist, and then in New York, and that's how
you have a graduate degree?
I do.
Is that what it's called? A master's?
Yeah. I decided I just lit money on fire. Yeah, I have a master's degree, which I forget about.
Oh, so does that make you a doctor?
No, I'd have to get a PhD.
That's after master's? It goes master's, PhD?
Yeah.
Are there novelist PhDs?
Yeah. Amy Silverberg just got that, if you know her.
I know of her. I think we follow each other on social
Oh,
media,
yeah. She's a friend of mine.
but I don't know her well.
Mhm.
I've met her. I know her about as well as I know you.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
No, 0.
But we've met.
Yeah, we just said,
We've
like,
hi.
what's up
We've
at
been in a circle together.
the store.
Yeah.
a few times.
We've been in a similar circle.
Yeah, you brought me up on stage once.
I did?
At potluck.
Was I nice?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Someone, who was it? Steph Tolev said that she thought that I hated her and that she hated me because one time I was hosting the Hollywood Improv open mic.
Yeah.
And she signed up and I read her name. I said, like, everyone welcome Stephen Tolev because I didn't know who she was. And I just read
Yeah,
it wrong.
yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
on purpose.
Uh-huh.
And then she was like, it's Steph. And I'm like, well, you shouldn't have written Stephen or something like that. I was like a dick or
Oh,
something.
okay.
And I didn't know. So
Yeah,
she
yeah,
came
yeah.
in here and I thought we were all cool and
Right.
we weren't.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always how it goes. Anytime someone hates me, I find out why and I'm like, oh, it was like nothing and I'm just an idiot.
Well, we all need to be more generous with our, what we take personally and what
We're all
we-
sensitive little babies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, I'm very sensitive. I try not to take things personally just because I think that's like a waste of energy. But yeah, I am very sensitive.
Yeah, I know you just from being chill at the Comedy Store, like hanging out.
Uh,
And that's kind of new, you coming to the Comedy Store too, right? Like you've been in comedy a while, but maybe the last 2 years.
yeah, well, I only
Starting
moved
out
here
there.
a few years ago from
Oh,
New
yeah?
York.
Oh, that explains it.
Yeah, I started in New York and was there forever. And not forever.
Which do you like better?
For comedy,
Sure.
New York's way better for comedy.
Yeah?
Oh, it's a million times better.
Just
but
more stuff to do? Like
no,
more-
it's just like
Should I move there?
for stand up, if
Yeah.
that's like what you want to do.
It seems like it's the only area of entertainment that I've had. Not that I'm successful, but like I do more stand up than I do anything else.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever done comedy there?
Yeah, once.
It's like
One
it's the
week.
best. But I mean,
But I didn't want to like. It was awesome, but also it's different when you're visiting, because you get more stuff because
Yeah.
you're from out of town.
for sure.
So it's like if I lived there, I didn't know if it was gonna still be that good type of thing.
Yeah, like I would come back here and perform like when I was 2 years in on all the LA shows, like when I was so fresh,
Mhm.
and I was doing like way better shows than I would have been able to do.
Right when you're visiting,
Mhm.
yeah.
But really, I mean, there's 18 clubs in New York. I mean, I'm sure a few.
18 comedy clubs.
Yeah, I'm sure a few closed.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, not all are good, but like
Right.
there's just like you really do. I was just doing so many spots a night, like every night for years, even early on. So you get better so much faster, and you write so much more.
The writing, that's what I need.
And-
I need to write more. But what about that makes you write more? Just because you get bored and you're like,
Yeah,
I
and
have to
also
do new
like
stuff.
it's like a street cred thing. So it's like your friends are seeing you go up so many times every night. Like you can't just do like the same shit all the time.
Yeah.
Um,
That's my biggest weakness. I'm very self-conscious about it. I mean, I know it that I need to write more.
well, it's about taking risks because like if you really want
I'm
to,
scared.
if you really want to deliver, you're like, oh, if I want to be sure this is gonna work, so I'm gonna stick to my oldest
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm
But-
scared of bombing.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good. Like taking.
I'm not scared on open mics, but
Yeah.
lately I think I've been getting too many good shows, and then I get scared.
I love taking risks.
That's cool. I'm jealous.
Well, I don't really do mics here.
It's brave. You don't either.
well,
Yeah.
also I never did in here because like I was sort of after I already moved here. But
Mhm.
even in New York, like I stopped because you just do so many shows. At some point, you don't. You can just try out your new shit on like
Yeah.
bar shows or like whatever.
Yeah, the worst, the lower tier shows that you do.
Mhm.
You're like, okay, this will be my mic
Yeah.
for the week.
Mhm.
Yeah, I need that. I'm such a piece of shit.
Oh my god! Don't say that about.
I had
Don't
a
say that
feeling-
about my new friend Ari.
I thought you were gonna say that when I did it. I was
Really?
like, she's gonna give me a reassuring, nice response
Oh.
to me calling myself a piece of shit.
Oh, so you baited me and I took the bait.
Yeah,
That's okay. I gave it away for free.
I needed to pick me up. What did you do today before this?
I worked out and I meditated and I showered.
Oh, I could see the workout glow now that you say that. You're glowing.
That's so nice.
You have a workout glow.
I decided to get in really good shape in quarantine.
I could see. What a bod. I could say I'm gay. I'm not. I might be. I'm gay on Facebook.
I don't have Facebook.
Is that offensive to say I can say that I'm gay?
I don't know. You think I'm like the arbiter of wokeness?
Aren't you?
No.
Are you woke or no?
I try to. I want to be sensitive to all people, but I don't want to be
Me too.
crazy.
Me too. I want to be sensitive, but at the same time, I want to be the opposite too.
Yeah,
It's an
do
internal
too.
struggle.
I think that's for everyone.
I want to be I want to offend everyone, and then I also want everyone to love me.
Yeah. I
It's
like
very
having,
weird.
I like being mischievous and having fun,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't actually want anyone's feelings to be hurt.
Same.
I do like pushing, like on stage and stuff, I like pushing the envelope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a button pusher.
Yeah, I could see that about you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You're just you're full of judgment.
I don't think so.
You're the oldest. You're a button pusher.
None of those are judgments.
You're gay. You kept calling me gay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Are you tired of going to the market? I know I am. I like staying at home. I don't like seeing people. It's an annoying chore that I don't need. So that's why I get my market items delivered. And there's a lot of choices to get an online marketplace. There's a lot of online marketplaces. My favorite one is grove.co. They have healthy, sustainable products delivered right to your door. And right now, you get free fast shipping on your first order. Go to grove.co/Ari, and for a limited time, you'll get a free gift for your orders over $30 or more. But you have to use our special code. Go to grove.co/Ari to get your exclusive offer. That's grove.co/Ari. I use grove.co. I get my body wash there. I get face masks there. I get cleaning products there. And this is high-end stuff. This is not cheap dollar store garbage. This is quality, healthy, sustainable products that are delivered right to your door. It's very easy. They have a nice website to go on. You just pick whatever you want, whatever you need. Maybe your wife needs stuff. Maybe you need stuff. Maybe your kids need stuff. Go to grove.co/Ari. Support my show. Support them, which in turn supports my show. And get yourself some quality products at your house. And your whole family is going to thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm a gentleman.
Okay, good.
I'd pay. You know what? I'd pay even if I showed up and she was 300 pounds. I'd still pay.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're an incredible gentleman.
Yeah. I was raised a gentleman.
That's great. Do you
I
drink?
Not really. I had a Diet Pepsi.
Yeah, but how good is a regular Pepsi?
Honestly, okay, if I have them side by side, yeah, the regular Pepsi, you could taste that
Right.
sugar. But if I don't have them and I have a diet, it's the same.
Yeah, I was raised by like a really hot mother in the 90s when
Orange County.
yeah, hardcore. And so I was like raised on diet soda. And then like a few years ago, I think it was like I was really hungover and I had a Coke and I was like, oh my God.
You noticed.
I was like, this is incredible. Like
Have
a
you had the
Mexican Coke.
Yeah,
oh
the
my
Mexican
God.
Coke. That's
I'm
where
like,
you notice
this
the
is
difference.
fucking crack.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a gift from God.
Okay, it's one of my favorite activities when I'm hungover, but also even if I'm not, if it's like a hot day outside, I'll take a medium heat shower, not like too hot, but not cold, still hot kind of. And
Men don't like really hot showers.
Yeah, not too hot.
It's really bizarre.
I like it.
I like my skin burned.
No, I don't like that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say like a 97 to 98 degree shower. So like still hot, but not scalding by any means.
Mhm.
And I bring in a Mexican Coke with me in the shower, and I just either I'll sit down or I'll
that's
stand
heaven.
up, and I'll just finish the Coke in the shower, like stay in there and just kind of reflect on life. And that's one of the best things in the whole wide world.
That is incredible. I also love water, and I will also take showers sitting down.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that's like a reflective of
I
some sort
love
of
it.
missing chromosome or something. But
I love it. I feel like
I've
a
done
water
it since
animal.
I was a kid.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it's
waste
like
water.
comforting to me.
Yeah. I waste so much water in the
Yeah.
shower. Yeah. I am a naughty boy. Okay. With water.
Right.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I'm not.
And last night during your sober makeout.
No, it wasn't not like it was just two adults making out. I didn't
Have
even.
you been like
I didn't
dating
even touch
this whole time?
her privates or anything. Yeah, I'm an anti-masker, anti-vaxxer.
Oh, really?
How does that make you feel?
I mean, I think
You're from Orange County.
I think you're weird, but
What?
yeah, but that's fine.
Because before this, or just because
I didn't know you before.
No,
No,
before
that
the
you're like
anti-masker.
claiming that so hard as like anyone who claims like a hard identity like thing like that is like that's a little weird.
Yeah, I'm weird. But let me elaborate on it. If you're a pro-masker, pro-vaxxer, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
Let everyone do what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Me, myself, I'm an anti-masker, anti-vaxxer. But if someone's like, I did the vax, I'm not going to be like, you shouldn't have done that. What the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah.
For me,
But what's your reasoning?
I will get COVID. I don't care. Give me COVID. Yeah, I don't care about COVID.
Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I want to kill people, but if I get it, I'm fine with that.
Right.
Yeah, and if you're really paranoid about getting it and you haven't vaxxed yet, then you should probably stay inside. Mm-hmm. I've gotten hate for this already.
Right.
Bring it on, bitches. Leave your negative comments. Good for the algorithm. Dislike the video. Also good for the algorithm. Don't like it. Please don't do that. Sorry. Do you want to leave now?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Do you usually think your guest is like afraid of you?
I don't know.
Oh.
I just don't know you. That's what it is.
Right,
I'm
right,
insecure.
right.
I'm insecure. That's all it is. It's just I'm social and I have social anxiety. I'm socially awkward.
Oh, you are?
Very much so.
And then you were like, I should be a comedian.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm a comedian or a host of podcast. I'm in too deep. That's what I'm in too deep.
Yeah.
I'm 9-10 years in. I can't.
Sure.
I can't stop now.
Yeah.
I got nothing. Oh, your mom's calling. Answer it. Speakerphone.
No.
I'll edit it out.
No.
Damn it. I want to talk to her. Let me answer it.
No.
I'll tell her that we're getting married.
No. I stopped dating comedians.
I don't date comedians. I never dated comedians.
Good for you.
But I'll tell her that.
No, because
and I won't tell her I'm a comedian.
I couldn't bring a comedian home to my parents.
Interesting that you stopped dating comedians. I didn't know you dated comedians, first off. Why did you stop?
Because it's just like a 20s thing.
I've never heard that as a I've never heard that as a response. I've heard like, I don't shit where I eat. It causes too much drama. I don't like them. I've never heard it's a 20s thing.
I had fun it was fun in my 20s, and now I'm looking for something different. Like I can't like open my heart and marry one of these fools. You know what I mean?
What about like Christina Pazitsky and Tom Segura, or
I mean, a lot of my friends are
comedy
marrying
couple?
comics. Like I have a lot of friends that are married.
Yeah, Andy Haynes.
Yeah. And they all like laugh that they can't wait to be at my wedding to a comic.
Oh,
they don't believe it. But I've held pretty strong, and I don't think it's right for me personally. Like I want to be with like just a regular dude.
I agree. I think one headshot per family. That age-old saying. Yeah. In the business. Mm-hmm. I am naturally competitive, and I don't want to compete against my wife in the business. Even though there's no competition between men and women, especially right now, but I'd still get jealous. You know what I mean?
Right.
I wouldn't be like unsupportive or like bitter, but if I was with a girl and she's like, I just booked this and it's something I wanted to do, I can't help but feel a little jealousy.
Yeah.
And I don't want that in my relationship.
I know, I don't either.
And another thing is, and this is a controversial statement, all comedians are mentally ill. And I don't want to date someone mentally ill. I'm mentally ill. I think there's a
lot of pain and mental illness.
Yeah, there's a scope of it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying all comedians are like batshit crazy, but we're all weird. We all got something a little off.
Like things in our life. Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess everyone has their problems, but I think comedians are for the most part damaged people.
Yeah.
So there's that issue. Mm-hmm. The other, I think that's it. I think those are the only real issues I see with it. But
have
also,
you had a hard time sticking to it?
I don't have a hard rule like you against it. I'm not going to say like,
I need one.
I will never date a comedian. I'm not going to say that. That being said, I have not dated a comedian. I've hooked up with a couple, and I try to avoid all that too. But if I don't get enough pussy to where if like a hot girl was into me, I'm gonna be like, no thanks to that hot girl. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
If I was famous or getting like girls throwing at me,
Yeah, yeah.
I would have a hard rule against it. I'd be
Right.
like, I don't need that. I
Yeah.
get plenty of women. I don't need this, but I don't have
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
yeah, I've had some almost close calls where I'd be like, wait, no.
So for you, it's like you want it. You just
No,
have
I don't
to.
want
but
it.
you have to listen to the logical part of your brain that goes, "Don't do this. It's
No,
not a good
I'm just
idea."
past it. And then the
Yeah.
thing is, like, it's the main men that I'm around all the
Right.
time.
That's the issue.
And you get to know people on a
100%.
deeper level,
Yeah.
and you're doing a really like obscure thing that not a lot of other people can understand.
Totally.
And there's a lot of like, and then it's like
And
the
then they're
funniest,
funny. Yeah,
smartest
yeah.
people in the world.
Totally.
And like I when I was younger, I remember like even before I started comedy, like of the first like shows and stuff I saw, because I didn't see a comedy show till I was 25.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I literally had
I
never
thought-
seen
how old,
comedy.
I thought you were 20 in your 20s. How
Oh,
old are you? Oh no,
thank
you
you.
said that was 20 shit. So I guess you're 30.
Yeah, I'm 30. But I remember being like immediately in love with the
With male
guy
comedians.
on stage.
Yeah.
And then I had like long-term boyfriends, so whatever. But yeah, now I'm just like, oh no, I don't want. I also, as I get older, I really want to turn that off when I'm not. I don't want my life to only be like comedy. Like I want comedy to be comedy when I'm there, and then like have my separate life. So
That
it's
sounds
like
really healthy.
yeah,
Nice.
like
Yeah.
it's a full, well-balanced life.
I would love that.
Yeah,
It's hard to shut it off sometimes.
yeah.
Not like being funny or comedy, but just thinking about it and like that word. That's I'm not funny. I've had funny moments. Like I have pockets of funny, and if you can't admit that about me, then you're a hater.
Do you have a lot of haters? You keep addressing the haters. Does Ari have a
think-
lot of haters?
I think I have some, and I'm very sensitive to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Podcasting's a lot of work.
It's so much work, and
Yeah.
it becomes more work as you think it gets easier. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It becomes more work, kind of for me. Maybe it'll become.
I have one coming out. Like, I don't listen to comedy podcasts or
Neither
anything.
do I. I used to though, but I don't.
I did too when I was
Yeah,
younger.
yeah, yeah.
First starting out, and I was like,
Yeah.
this is so fucking cool.
Soak it in. Give me more tips.
Yeah, yeah.
Give me more pro tips,
like-
Mark Maron. Oh, Mark Maron,
Yeah.
you used to be mean and now you're nice, but
Yeah.
actually you're not that nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's friends with Sam Lipsyte. It's pretty cool.
Who?
Oh, just an author.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Is he friends or did he just go on the podcast?
No,
Or
they're friends.
They're actually friends, like they go
Yeah.
get coffee sometimes.
I think Mark Maron is like
he's hot.
an
You're
incredible.
probably attracted to him as this person that's trying to block male comedians. He's older. He's got a decent body, a sharp jawline. He's got a sweet mustache.
No.
He's hot. You got to be attracted to Mark Maron. Prove me wrong.
I think he's an incredible interviewer, and he's really smart, and he has a great concept of like culture and a wide spectrum, like of art, literature, music.
I should have asked, have you been with Mark? I didn't know if you had been with, maybe you've already been with Mark Maron.
Are you
I don't know.
insane?
You have?
No,
Oh, I'll edit it out. You could tell me. Have you been with him?
I have not.
Me neither.
No. Yeah.
Not even on Facebook. I haven't.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. I feel like I'm offending you.
You're not.
Okay, good. I'm
You just-
secure. I'm
I
confident.
bet you just say that every interview.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
I'm
don't.
worried I'm offending you. I'm worried I'm offending you. I would tell you if you were offending me.
You would?
Yeah.
You'd be like, hey, I don't like that.
I would be like,
Or would you
I'd
ever
be like,
get
why
up
are
and
you
walk
saying
out?
that?
Would you get up and walk out?
I mean, if you did something horrible.
If it wasn't horrible, but it was offensive. You were like offended, but not, I didn't like touch you or anything. Yeah.
I feel like I'd be able to beat you up if you touched me.
Oh my, now I want to touch you. You could not beat me up.
Yeah, I could.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
No, I'm like supremely athletic. And,
Oh my God.
And I also have the heart of a lion that
I'll
you
arm
might.
wrestle you right now.
I would lose an arm wrestling because I wouldn't have that fight or flight kamikaze will to live drive.
I have it.
That would.
I have that
That would turn
24/7.
on.
I have that. It don't need to
I
turn
don't
on.
think
It's
you
on
do.
right now.
I don't think so.
Oh, you're so wrong.
I
I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
really
Blair.
trust my instincts.
I'll beat the fuck out of you.
I wish I feel no fear right now. I feel almost less than fear. I've never felt that more peace.
Oh, I hate you. There's gonna be a lot of fun, awkward moments.
I don't feel awkward at all.
You don't?
Which is what's so funny.
Me neither. I'm good.
You're the only one that feels awkward.
What's your shirt say?
This is my friend Christy Cello's shirt, and it says I'm gonna be a bitch tonight. It's her merch.
Oh, I like it.
It just came in the mail yesterday.
I like it. You bought it?
Yeah.
So supportive of you. Is she a comedian?
She's a comedian.
Whoa.
Mhm.
See, at most, if I liked your shirt, I'd DM you and say, "Can I have one?"
I have a really cool one. Have you seen it?
I
Oh,
apologize.
I'm surprised.
What's it say?
A lot of people have it.
Did you bring me one?
No. It's it's not like that. It's like where the website only makes it once it's ordered. It's not like I buy a bulk.
That's how mine is too.
Yeah.
Because I don't get a lot of orders. For disclosure.
I wouldn't want it to be the other way. I don't want to be like spending time trying to.
But if
get
you
rid
were
of
getting tons of orders, maybe you are. It is, and I'm pretty good with business because I'm the oldest. Because I'm the oldest child.
I'm pretty good with business. It's so funny.
Not because
no comedians are good with business.
I am, and not because I'm Jewish. It's because I'm the oldest child. I found out today. If you were getting tons of merch orders, it would be much better business for you to order them in bulk and then pay someone to ship them out rather than have a company do one at a time.
Sure, that makes sense.
You'd make a lot more
Cost
money.
effective.
Yeah.
ROI.
So now that you know that, are you going to do that?
No.
So
I don't want to spend time doing that.
I mean, you'd spend time once, and then you don't have to spend time doing it anymore.
Oh, if someone was doing it for me, yeah.
Yeah, you still pay someone to do
right.
it, but you order it in bulk rather than a one
Sure.
print at a time.
Sure. I mean,
You're not going to do it. I can tell. You don't give a shit. You don't give a flying fuck about this. Fine. Continue to not be rich off T-shirts.
I'm going to start a podcast soon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Oh, it's called Dear Owen Wilson, but it was already an existing.
Wait. Say it slower. Sorry, I didn't understand what you said. What's it called?
It's called Dear Owen Wilson.
Oh, he went to my same high school.
Oh, really?
Not at the same time. He's older than me.
What high school?
A New Mexico Military Institute.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, did you get in trouble? Is that like one of those disciplinary things?
Yeah.
Oh, you and Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton went there?
Well, she went to a different one.
Her grandfather went to the one I went to.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, the guy who started Hilton Hotel Chains also was an alumni there. It wasn't, I didn't do anything criminal.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get into a fight. I didn't do drugs, anything like that. I was 13, but I had...
Whoa, that's really young.
Yeah, but I had maybe issues with like respecting my parents and disciplinary issues at home, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did it straighten you out?
No, made me worse. Made me worse, for sure.
Did you go to college?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
UC Santa Cruz.
Oh, cool. I've always wanted to go to Santa Cruz. I've never been there.
Oh, you'd love it. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I could tell you're into like beautiful things because you have a beautiful soul.
Oh, thank you. Wow, you're so perceptive.
Yeah, you have a lovely soul. You love Santa Cruz. Oh, what was I saying? Military school. Yeah, I'm a naughty boy. What were we saying? How did we get there? I can't remember. Oh, your podcast. Owen Wilson.
Oh.
Getting High with Owen Wilson.
No.
No, what's it called again? Sorry, I'm an idiot.
Dear Owen Wilson.
Dear Owen Wilson.
But
I love the name.
I've always been like, podcasting is just like too big of a commitment. But then my reps were like really wanting me to do it. And it was I have it as a live show, so it was just like made sense.
Oh, okay. What's the live show? Like, does it involve Owen Wilson at all, or is it just a catchy title? Like, tell me.
Well, it's based on a letter that I
story.
wrote to him after his suicide attempt. Because
You tried to kill yourself?
his suicide attempt.
Oh, good. I mean, not good that he did, but good that you didn't.
Oh, yeah. But I forgot I did that. But I was really worried about him at the time.
Did he get it or respond to it?
I don't know. No, I never got a response. I don't know if he got it.
Did you email it, DM it?
No, I mailed it.
How did you get his
Whatever
address?
address I could find on the internet.
So it's
who
probably like
knows?
his agent or manager.
Yeah.
I don't think he got it.
But it was in 2007. And then I forgot. And this is when he was like wedding crashers. He was like the
hyped.
fucking man.
Yeah.
You know? And then I remembered that, like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 years ago. And I was like, well, that's a really weird thing I did. Because it's not like I was like a kid or something.
But it's kind of sweet too.
It was sweet. I was worried about him. I just wanted
Yeah.
him to know how much I loved him and appreciated him, and to hope that he feels better. And then I remember that, and now like comedians come on, they write a letter to someone they loved growing up, but it's like
Not
a funny
Owen
letter.
Wilson.
Yeah, not Owen Wilson.
Has anyone else picked Owen Wilson?
No,
or
no
Okay.
one has. They don't want to go up against the king.
But have you ever read your Owen Wilson one?
I read like one that I wrote from now in the beginning.
You still write Owen Wilson?
Yeah. And then
How many letters have you sent Owen Wilson?
Oh no, I don't write him. I just mean I read one at the top of the show that I don't.
Oh,
send
you
him.
write new celebrity letters.
Yeah.
And do you actually send these letters
No,
out?
no.
Got it. They're fictional
yeah.
letters, or maybe like you wish.
Yeah, and then so it's like comics come on and they read
a
those
great,
letters.
I can't believe I've never
and
heard
then
about
I
this
interview
show.
them.
That's such a funny idea for a show. I've never even heard about it.
Thank you.
But I'm
yeah.
unaware. I'm sure it's really popular.
Yeah, maybe I'll have you on if it comes back.
Yeah.
But then I interview them, but like in a sneaky way.
What do you mean?
Sort of like a between two ferns way.
Is this for the podcast, or you've already been doing this live?
That was my live show.
God, so really you don't have to change much for the podcast. That's awesome.
But I probably only have like one guest on
You-
instead of 4 or 5.
You could even make the live show your podcast if you recorded it.
Yes, I could.
That's what you already thought of. I'm not. This is obvious. You already thought about that.
Yeah, but I'm gonna start it, so I
That's
just
cool.
have to do it.
I think that's a great idea.
Oh,
I'm not
thanks.
just saying it. I'm not just saying it. I really mean it. I wrote a celebrity letter yesterday.
Why?
Do you want
Between your makeout? You're a
before,
busy dude.
Before I'll read it to you. So this is just a taste of what you'd get on her podcast, right?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard the letter yet.
Well,
You have to
What if
genuinely
I was
love the
guest?
person.
I love her.
Oh.
It is short. I wasn't prepared for this. You didn't tell me to do. I would have wrote a better letter.
Well,
This is-
yeah,
this is
this
not-
just came up organically, babe.
Don't judge me off of this letter.
We'll see.
No, don't.
We'll see.
Don't.
You
do
can't
it.
control
I could do
me.
better. This was like real spur of the moment. Okay.
No, I'm praying for you. I hope it's good.
It's not. I promise it's not. It's not even a letter. It's one sentence.
Oh, that's not a letter.
Yeah. Okay. So
You
this isn't a letter.
misrepresented yourself.
Okay. I sent this to Zoë Kravitz. Are you familiar with her? She's Lenny Kravitz's daughter.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Hey Zoe, was wondering if you would want to get dinner sometime? ?
Oh, yeah, I see you post these on your Instagram. I enjoy it.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
I
was
always
the whole
find your
letter.
Instagram really weird and funny.
Thanks. I think.
Yeah, you're definitely a weirdo.
What?
Yeah.
I think I'm so normal and everyone else is a weirdo.
You don't think that? You told me this whole time that you thought you were weird and insecure.
I was just going along with you. I'm really normal.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I'll be the judge of that.
You're weirdo. How about that?
Ouch.
Can you handle a taste of your own medicine?
Yeah, I
You
hope I can recover.
fucking weirdo.
Yeah, this is after you told me you were going to beat the shit out of me.
You started that too. You said you could beat me up, and we all know you can't. I'm a man. I've been beat up before.
Yeah,
and
but
I've
I
beaten someone
have
up
really
before.
like insane fast twitch muscles, and like the spring that I have and the quickness is unreal.
What's your highest level of athletic achievement in your life?
I played volleyball at UCLA.
You're a college athlete?
Yeah.
D1?
Mhm.
You're on the team. You're on the
Yes.
How tall are you?
5'6".
That's short for a volleyball player,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
really small.
What position were you?
In college, I
Yeah.
was back row.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Whoa, how many years did you play?
I played 2, and then I hurt my
So you weren't that good.
By the end of my freshman year, I was starting. We went to the
don't get
Elite
so
8.
defensive.
Then I got hurt, lost my spot, ended up having surgery. We went to the Final Four that year, and then I quit.
Final Four, but you were not
I was
on it.
out, yeah.
You were out.
Yeah.
Man, where do you think you'd be right now if you never got hurt?
It's so funny because my whole life,
By the way, I'm really glad you got hurt. Not because I want to see you in pain, because now you've are this amazing comedian with such a beautiful soul, and who knows if you'd be that if you didn't get hurt. So I know this is kind of a dark thing to say, but I'm really glad you got injured.
you're
in college.
ridiculous.
I'm just glad to see you blew out your knee.
You're such a bullshitter.
I'm being honest. I'm a fan. You're here.
Do people ever just constantly question your sincerity? Is that an issue that you have in your life?
Yeah, because it's not.
Do you have
but
a hard
it's not,
time opening your heart to a woman?
No. But I do have the sincerity, like bullshitter thing. But it's not because I am a bullshitter. It's because I'm dead inside, and I don't have a lot of emotion in my dialect.
Wow, that's sad.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just opened up.
Yeah, I bet you do have a lot of emotion in there. You probably just
I'm really
can't
sensitive.
recognize
I told
it.
you I'm really sensitive to haters and stuff. I do recognize it. I'm very emotional and sensitive. I don't cry a lot.
Yeah.
I have cried. I'm not crier either. I'm not a robot, but
Right.
oh man, I hate the door slams in this building. It's
Oh,
not,
I thought that was a sound effect. It was so obscure.
no, it is
It felt like it came through here.
the biggest con to this podcast studio is there's 2 doors right there, and I feel like have you seen that sketch where they're like banging bowling balls on to their neighbor downstairs? It's like what your neighbors are up to. And
sure.
It's like that. They're
Yeah.
just constantly.
Right. I feel like that with this leaf blower man in my apartment complex. I'm like, I'm never gonna fucking escape this dude. He owns me. Anytime I need to do like a voiceover audition or like something important, like a big pitch or something, he will be right there.
With the leaf blower.
He only comes at like the most important times.
You have a Zoom meeting with an executive that loves you. I'm so sorry about this. He must have.
Yeah.
He has access to my Google Calendar.
Yeah, I actually have a fucking leaf blower who lives inside my home and haunts me.
Back to my original question because I interrupted you and we went on a tangent. If you had not gotten injured, where do you think your athletic career would have ended?
Well, I really wanted my whole life because, like, in Orange County, it's completely devoid of arts and culture. It's like especially the high school I went to, the family I grew up in is like sports was like all there is. It's like my high school is like a really big like professional sports incubator.
Wow. Oh, that's awesome. Was it private school or public? What
Private.
school?
Santa Margarita.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a few friends from Orange County. I've heard of that. It's a good school. Good for you.
Yeah. And so I wanted to be a professional volleyball player, but
That's
there's not
cool.
really like you just like most of my friends on the national team and stuff, they played all their 20s overseas for 9 months out of the year.
How much does like someone like that get paid if they're on a national team for 9 months out of the year? How much do they make?
It depends on who they are and where
I know
they
you
are.
have family money because you're from Orange County and I'm judging you, but how much does a 9 month a year volleyball?
Those
player make?
people probably it's like between 100 and 200 grand.
Oh, that's real money.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's why, but it's like miserable. They're living in Russia and like these like small towns.
That sounds cool to me.
Like, no one around them speaks English. It's
That sounds dope.
hard.
I'm into that.
Well, also for so many years. But anyways, I wouldn't have gotten that because I'm so small. These are like,
You can make excuses or you could just believe in yourself.
well, my position. But
I think you would have been there if that's what you wanted.
when I quit, I had so many things that I was so excited to do. I did not have an identity crisis or like anything. I would have like,
Oh, good.
yeah, I didn't even skip a beat. It was like I never thought about it again.
You're like, okay, volleyball's over.
Yeah, because I had so many things that I'd always wanted to do that I
Got it.
never had time for.
Cool. So it was
Yeah.
you turned it into a positive, a negative into a positive. See, that's why your soul's just so lovely. That's like, look at your soul.
I'm so pleased that you can see so deeply into my soul.
Yeah, you know how you were able to tell I'm the oldest?
Yeah.
I'm able to look into your eyes and know every single thing about you and your character and your whole life.
Yeah, you seem like, you're a real detective on people's character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some people call it judgment.
Mm-hmm.
I call
As
it
you
just
did
knowing a
earlier.
person inside and out.
Yeah, you called it judgment that I said you were the
When
oldest
you do it,
child.
it's judgment. When I do it, it's like spiritual.
Generous?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not a volleyball player anymore.
No.
What about, I know they did a comedy volleyball thing on the beach here sometimes.
Oh, really?
The West Side Comedy Theater, I think, does. Have you ever done that?
No, I don't enjoy like intramural sports or like
interesting.
when people try to ask me to do that. One, it's like the commitment makes me, I don't want to like commit to
What if
another
it was
thing.
just casual, like, hey, you want to play volleyball this Saturday?
I'd play volleyball. Volleyball is not something you can play with people that don't know how to play the sport. Otherwise, it's just
Damn.
people throwing an arm up and hoping to get it over the net. It's not like an
What if they
actual
were like,
game.
they knew, they weren't good, but they were good enough to hit the ball over the net.
If they were good, I would play with them.
Not good, but not so bad that it's hard. You know what I mean? They can get some rallies. Yeah.
Oh,
You'd be the
I don't
best
look
one.
forward to
what
it.
if you were the best one there, but they could still play?
fine.
That's perfect for me. Like I play softball,
Yeah.
and I love being the best one there, but everyone there's still okay because then I feel like a rock star.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to be the best one. It's not that fun then.
Yeah, I want to be the best.
Yeah.
I should have done comedy in a small town because
Yeah.
if I was like the big fish in that small
Right.
town, I would love that.
Yeah, I've never experienced that because I started in New York.
Yeah, I started here.
Yeah.
So I've always just been a piece of shit.
Right.
A fucking loser.
It's so funny how in comedy, like, you cannot cross paths with people. Like, I never really crossed paths with you.
Well, you live in New York, and then we did cross paths at a comedy store.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
But we
fucking
didn't really know each
idiot.
other.
No, I knew of you. I've heard of you. I see you around the internet. We follow each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Being weird. Do you have any issues in your life that I could help you with? I'm really smart.
Well, the one that I'm working on, I'm not sure I even want to share this with you.
Please
but
do.
The one that I'm working on is
Don't be shy.
commitment issues
Like you,
with men.
you cheat on men a lot.
I never
Oh.
cheat. I'm like, I have a lot of integrity. I would never cheat on someone.
You've never cheated?
No, I haven't.
All women cheat.
I've never cheated.
Every woman on this face of the earth cheat. Blonde hair, UCLA volleyball cheater.
I feel sorry for you that you feel that way.
I don't really. I'm just.
But yeah, no, I have for the last like couple years. It will be like I'll date someone for like 3 months, and then it gets time to be like girlfriend, and then I like run.
And is it commitment issues, or is it that you're just picky and you haven't met a guy who you want to commit yourself to?
I think that's both. But I had to do a lot of work to like mature a bit.
Because you don't want to just be like, well, I should be his girlfriend because that's what you do.
No,
Like, you gotta want
I
it.
would never do that. Yeah.
No, it sounds like you have the opposite
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
I'm saying I think that's a good thing. I think when you meet the right person, you're going to want to jump into that relationship and be with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now also I got on Hinge,
Mhm.
and
I'm on there.
I've been on it. I think I've seen you on there.
What?
Yeah, I swipe
haven't-
left immediately if I see a comedian.
You. I haven't seen you.
Um,
If I see someone I know, even if I actually don't want to date them, I'll always swipe right.
I
'cause
know that's what all my friends
But
say.
I can see why some guys like maybe you'd swipe right and then a guy would take it the wrong way and not. So I also understand when a girl doesn't do that because they don't want to get their hopes up.
Well, for me, I'm like, it has nothing to do with us. We could be like best buds, but I'm like, I'm on a dating app. This is to see if I want to go on a date with you, you know? But the guys I met on there have been so nice and like really good dudes.
Really?
Yeah.
This is the most positive and only story I've ever heard like this, but continue.
Well, because like I never wanted to be on apps or whatever. That's like not, I am shy in this sort of way. So I don't want to like go take the time and like vulnerability of like going to meet people I don't know.
Mhm.
I already feel like you have to put yourself out there so much in comedy and whatever. And when I really like got clear that I don't want to date comics,
Mhm.
I was like, oh, I have to like.
Yeah, you're going to have to meet people another way. No, yeah, totally.
And then so I decided, since I'm like, oh, I'm at a point in my life where I'm sort of done like having fun or being wild. I really want to like meet a good dude and settle down. But
That's nice.
but
And you're 30, you should. You don't want to do this when you're 40.
but
No offense if you're 40 and single. I'm 30. I'm single. I get it. But
well, that was so generous of you to say no offense.
No offense, but hey, if you're 40 and single, the issues are with you.
I know the issue's been with me.
Yeah.
But I put on my profile like which I never would have done like 2 years ago. where I was just like looking for a relation. It asked like what you're looking for and if you want kids, and I put want kids.
Wow.
And so I was like, oh, anyone that doesn't want that will swipe left.
But they won't. That's not true.
I know. But what I do with these
Anything to get in the pants. I'm looking for love. Me too. How many kids you want? 5? I want 6. Yeah,
no, but a
sign me
lot
up.
of these guys, like, I'll swipe on like the guys that seem to be on the same page, but and then I'll have a phone conversation with them first before I go and take the time to meet them.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's so healthy.
But they've been really nice people, and then they'll like call the next day and like try to like schedule, you know what I mean? Like they do what they say. And I was like, oh, that's like really encouraging.
And but then after 3 months, you're like, you're not toxic enough. Get out of here.
I'm working on it.
I need a little drama. You're too nice. Fuck another chick or something. Jesus.
I met a guy on the street last year, which was really crazy. And
Like-
I was like, that felt like what happened like in the 60s and the 70s and the 50s.
Or on a rom-com.
Yeah, exactly. It was totally like that.
Did he just hit on you on the street?
It was like right in front of my apartment, and I was running, and then he was coming the other way, and it was like a hot day, and he had no shirt on. I could tell he was a surfer. I could just see it from a mile away. I can tell. And then we just like smiled at each other and ran past. And then he came back and was like, I'm so sorry. I just had to come back. And then he was like, would you want to go on a date? And I was like, sure. I was so caught off guard that I didn't even take my headphones out. And he was like, let me give you my number and text me. And I was like, I won't text you. And he's like, okay, give me your number and I'll memorize it. And then he texted me.
That's so
And then we went out.
romantic and cool, and I would never have the confidence in a million years
I wouldn't
to do that to
either.
someone.
I was really nervous.
And he became your boyfriend?
No.
Oh.
No.
Yeah. So, okay, but you still liked it, is what you're saying?
Yeah, we went out on some dates.
That's so cool.
It was cool. And then
that
but
guy's
like
a badass.
yeah, he was
And he's hot, you said too. Like
he was,
running
he
shirtless.
was really hot. It turned out he was like an actor's son, and my move was I didn't ask who. I was like, oh, cool. You know, like didn't ask him.
Yeah, I think that's smart. But you found out who?
Yeah.
Who?
I'm not telling
I'll
you.
edit it out. Just tell me. Just for me. Just for me.
No, I'll tell you.
I promise
You probably
I'll
wouldn't know.
I promise I'll edit it out.
No.
I promise. I'm not gonna put
I'll
up.
tell you after.
I'm not gonna put a picture of the actor right now. There's not a picture popping up.
I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to know so fucking
But I was
bad.
like, but sometimes I can be really shy, like in my regular life, like when I'm moving about, like in the grocery store and all this stuff. And it just reminded me, like, I have to be open and like smile at people and like make people
look at you mean be approachable.
comfortable. Yeah, because it's hard if you're shy.
Yeah, I'm shy.
Yeah, I'm really shy in that way.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I would never in a million years. I hear about it going up to a chick at a grocery store or at a gym and being like, hey, I'm Ari. I would never in a million years do that.
I feel like gym sucks because it's like feels
I've heard that
vulnerable.
too, yeah,
but like a grocery store, like that makes. I think you should do it, Ari. Because it makes someone's day though. You know.
I am telling you, I would love to. I know I should. I would wish I could do that, or in a parking lot
and
or something.
people aren't like defensive in a grocery store. You know.
Sounds like the most terrifying thing.
Yeah.
In the entire world to me to do that. I just can't. I agree. I should do it, but I'm incapable.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I ghosted that guy before I stopped that behavior, and then
Why'd you ghost him?
Because he texted me out of the blue saying, "Do you think I'm funny?"
That's why you ghosted him?
Well, because guys always do that to female comedians. they like all of a sudden
Oh, I didn't know that.
constantly reflect on their own, which is weird because it's like, why are you trying to like match? Like, I'm not, if you are a mathematician, I'm not being like, I'm really good at math. You know what I mean?
I understand not liking that question now that you explained it.
Yeah.
But ghosting seems extreme. Like
Well,
a
it
very
was a
extreme
little
response.
more in depth than that. But he was like, not like comedian funny, but like, do you think I'm funny? Like, he was wanting me to reassure him about what my job is.
So you were very turned off by his insecurity.
I guess, or just that he wanted me to reassure him in the area of my specific talent.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like that early on, our guys will be like, they'll be like, all my friends always say that like I should be a comedian. It's so funny. Or have you heard of Bill Burr? Or just like they always, you know what I mean? They say this shit.
I'm cringing just hearing you that impression of a guy.
It's like, it's
now,
so constant.
I have a question about the actor's son. Was he funny?
Not really.
And it was. Do you need a funny? You obviously like funny guys, but do you also like not funny guys, or do you need them to be funny?
I never think of it as a priority in like thinking of like the guy that I'm looking for, but maybe it is something. I don't know. But I look for like what I want is like a really sweet, like solid, responsible, like good dude.
That's yeah.
Who's really smart. I like really smart people.
I need a woman to at least have a sense of humor. She doesn't need to be funny, but she has to laugh at the same things I laugh at.
Yeah.
Yeah, she needs to like weirdos and stuff.
Right.
Even though I'm normal and everyone else is weird. But
totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why'd you look down at me when I said that? So your issue in your life is commitment.
Yeah, but I've been working on it for a while.
Yeah, but the reason why you haven't succeeded in it is because you haven't talked to me about it.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I arrived here unknowingly about what this podcast is about so that you could sire me into a new era of just open-hearted commitment.
You got to treat yourself like a dog, and it's about that reward. So like every month you're with a man, you got to figure out a good reward for yourself to keep yourself
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So I just
Pavlovian.
What'd you say?
Pavlovian. It's like you train yourself with the reward.
Pavlovian, exactly. Pavlovian. That's what I call it. That's what they call it. And I knew that. Yeah, it's Pavlovian, of course, Pavlovian, the ancient Greek word. And you just got to think of something. So maybe that's junk food. Maybe you're not allowed to eat junk food, but every month you're with a man, the same man. You can have pizza once a month. If you are committed to that man. If I don't
run.
Yeah, and if you run, back to salads. Maybe a new pair of shoes. Chicks love shoes.
Yeah, chicks love
You love shoes.
Chicks love shoes.
Oh, look, same shoes. Mine are fake. Look at us.
I do love shoes, though.
Yeah, I knew you did.
Yeah.
Chicks love shoes.
Fucking bitches love shoes.
Bitches love shoes.
Yeah.
You're not a bitch. You're a lovely soul. But you are a woman. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to get a lot of shit for this. Women love shoes. They love them. I don't care. Cancel me. Women love shoes. I know it. You know it.
I do. I love shoes. It's really nice.
We are back with our longest running sponsor ever. And you know what it is? It's Magic Mind. It is a 2-ounce energy shot. It is green. It is cute. It is tasty. It'll make your whole day better. It'll give you energy. Coffee is bad for you. It stains your teeth. It causes this coming down period when you're like, oh, do I drink more coffee or do I just go to sleep? Not with Magic Mind. Go to magicmind.co and use the promo code ARI. That's Magic Mind CO. Use the promo code ARI for a discount. They have matcha in it, to keep you focused. They have nootropics, which has lion's mane mushroom, and it gives you better blood flow and cognition. It has adaptogens and turmeric, which help decrease stress and post-exercise inflammation in your body. And then, of course, it has honey, which is a natural sweet taste that is also found in the pyramids. Did you know honey was found in the pyramids? Bet you didn't know. You learned something by using Magic Mind. Magicmind.co, promo code Ari for that sweet, sweet discount. And let me tell you something. I use Magic Mind. And not only do I use it, they've now sent me 3 cases of it. There's no joke. 3 cases of 15. That's 45 Magic Minds. And I have drinking them all. And I keep them at the podcast studio. So my friend Abby and my brother Milan drinks them a lot too. So we have all drinking them all. We're fighting over these Magic Minds because they taste good. And more importantly than that, they give you energy to get through the day. 5 to 8 hours of energy. There's 2 types of days for me. There's days where I wake up and I drink water and I have a normal day. And then there's days where I drink Magic Mind and I get things done and women want to be with me and men want to be me. Those are the 2 types of days. So go to magicmind.co, use the promo code Ari, support our longest running sponsor here at Unlicensed Therapy. Thank you guys. We'll get back to the show now.
Oh my God.
Do I have to edit that out? I'm kidding. Oh, wait. Fuck. Edit.
You're the editor.
I'm the editor.
Yeah.
Women love shoes.
Yeah.
And so every month you're with the same man.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've had to do a lot of work around it internally. But I do, now that I've also done that work, has made me a little bit more mature.
Uh-huh.
It is, I am just, I think, waiting to meet the right person.
What if you fucked a guy just so you could give yourself some pizza for a
Well,
month?
now I'm trying to not hook up with anyone as a way to,
Like celibacy?
yeah.
So this is not a date. You don't date comics. It's not why I called you in here, but let's pretend like we're dating right now. We've been dating. Let's just, for a second.
Well, that's hard
In this
to imagine.
hypothetical. I know you're obviously...
Even in the deep hypothetical, I'm having a
I know
hard time
obviously
picturing
you're
it.
very attracted to me and you pictured it before you walked in here. You pictured our future children together. I know this. You know this. The audience knows this. Look at me. Yeah, obviously I'm a hot stud of a man.
Uh-huh.
But okay, so let's pretend like we're dating. How long into a date then would you give up that sweet puss? Or not into a date, into dating.
It's not really about that. I've never really operated that way.
But you just said you're holding out.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to just motivate myself enough. Because I'm like, if I just keep hooking up with people, I'll never be motivated to get into a relationship.
So you're saying you would if you saw a relationship potential is now the only time you're going to hook up with someone. So like you still might have sex on the first date if you see
I don't think I
him as
will
a
right
boyfriend.
now because I'm trying to signal to myself that I'm trying to be like really intentional.
So third date?
I don't know. Probably just when I felt comfortable.
So I'm a
I'm
really
not going to go
sexual
on a
person.
third date with someone who's like, right now I'm looking for a relationship, so I probably won't be on a third date with someone who's not looking for that also.
That's what I meant. I meant you're on a third date, you see it potentially into a relationship,
Yeah.
then you might give it up.
Mm.
The sweet, sweet post.
I'd really have to.
Yeah.
It is sweet, but I'd really have to just feel it out.
It depends on the situation. So maybe first date, maybe second date, maybe third date, maybe fifth date. Depends on the guy.
I have a feeling it's going to be like a while because I really want to be sure and
but it
like,
can't be too
comfortable.
long because
I don't worry about that. I
Okay.
never worry about that shit.
I mean it could be whatever you want. It
If
can't be.
if-
There's no rules, but you know what I mean.
My feeling is I have to be true to myself, and if for some reason that was too long for a dude who was like genuinely interested in me, then we're not gonna date.
Well, okay, maybe this is my insecurity talking, and you've already clarified you don't like insecure guys because of the guy who was worried about being funny. But if a girl holds out on me
Yeah.
for too long, let's say like
Yeah.
5 dates,
Uh-huh.
in my head I'm like, I don't think she likes me.
Right, I
You know
get
what
that.
I mean? Like, listen, there's that balance of like, of course, you don't want to give it up too quick, all that for multitude of reasons. But yeah, if it's like, if I've dated you for 6 months or
No, that's
2 months straight,
I mean 6 months. That's
you
like
know what I mean? Like 5 dates even, let's say, and we've just like pecked on the lips a couple times.
yeah.
I'm like, I don't think she likes me, or maybe she has like, you know, a wart down there. I don't know. Like, why isn't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would no. I'm really unconcerned at this point of what a guy thinks of me.
Right. But no, thinking of myself. Not
Oh,
even of
you
you.
are.
I'm saying like, it's not that I.
But I'm open.
Yeah.
I'm like also very open. Like I don't know. Like I think because I'm in this like intentional place for the first time in my life, like
You would explain it to the guy.
yeah.
Got it. Okay,
And
that makes it better.
also like even my long-term relationships like that I've had have all been like hard for me to. There was a lot of convincing involved. Like I was afraid
So wait, there are a lot of convincing of you to have sex with them?
to get into a relationship.
Oh, to get into a relationship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got clouded with sex. On the date last night, we were like making out, and it wasn't leading to sex or anything, but like, you know, I think we were both getting a little hot and heavy a little bit, if that makes sense. Like, probably.
If I've heard of that.
Yeah, she was probably getting a little. We were both getting a little, making each other a little horny, I think. And she made a comment to where I could tell she was concerned that I just wanted to hook up with her and that was it. So I'm going to make a conscious decision to also not have sex with her until...
Are you looking for a girlfriend or what?
Yeah, I'm always looking for a girlfriend. I don't like hooking up. I do hook up, but it's never my intention, if that makes sense.
I remember like the one time we talked at the store, we were like in a group and somehow it came up like on the road and you were like, yeah, you don't hook up on the road.
I said, I don't hook up on the road?
No, you asked me.
I said, do you hook up on the road?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
And then you're like, yeah, like for me, if I don't go home with a girl, like that really sucks.
Yeah, it's not as good of a city. But when I go home with a girl on the road, I want them to be my girlfriend.
Yeah, sure.
I swear to God.
In like fucking Peoria, Illinois.
Yeah. I have the fantasy of like meeting a girlfriend there. And people have done it, by the way. Drew Lynch met his girlfriend on the road. Sebastian Maniscalco, I think, met his wife on the road. It happens. That's my fantasy.
Wow, I never talked to people that I meet. It's different as a girl.
If it could be. Listen, I'm not saying I've met women on the road and none of them have become my girlfriend.
Yeah.
So it's not the common thing, but that's my hope and my deepest fantasy is that we really like each other and end up dating.
Right.
So I do end up hooking up with girls, but that's not my number one goal is to hook up with girls.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, my number one goal is to find true unconditional love.
Mm-hmm.
So the girl last night who I went on a date with, I'm not going to hook up with her until she knows that that's not my intention. Because I don't want her
so
to
you
be
really like
insecure
her?
about it. I don't know, but I don't want...
Do you listen to this podcast, girl?
She probably does, actually. No, I'm going to edit this out.
I've never listened to guys that like podcasts.
It has happened to me too many times. I've
And
been
me
dumped
too.
because of it.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. You've been dumped because of a podcast?
No,
Oh,
but like they're
just
like
that-
something I always feel like that with dating too because I'm such like a different person off stage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it sucks. They know all this about me and they think I'm like, they always want to like banter hardcore. Like I think girls do that too, male comics too. Like they'll sort of like neg you or try to be funny and like
Yeah,
it's less of a natural conversation when they find out you're a comedian. They sort of get
Or
a bit
they're like-
performative.
Or they'll say, you're probably going to use this on stage. I'm like, no, I'm a normal person.
Yeah. Or they're like, are you just dating for material? I'm like, that
Yeah.
would literally be psychotic. I
Yeah.
could be home in my house right now. Are you fucking insane?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Are you going to take that advice or absolutely not?
I'm not sure.
No, you shouldn't. It's bad advice.
I'm really I'm just trying to encourage myself and it's a lot of just like being open and if I get uncomfortable not like running, you know what I mean?
I think you're going to be just fine.
Thank you.
You're one of the healthiest people I've talked to.
I think it's taken a lot of work. I wouldn't say I'm always
or maybe
this way.
healthy is not the right word, but you are aware. And
Yeah.
you're aware of issues and just the reality of situations. And I'm surprised, but you're not a dumbass. You're not a big old dum-dum.
No, I'm really smart.
Yeah, you're smart.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm a fucking genius.
I think you're really smart. And honestly, I'm not just saying this to give it a plug before we go, but I genuinely want to hear your new podcast of writing letters to Owen Wilson. I love that idea for a show. I think that's unique and creative,
thank you.
and will be a lot of fun
Cool.
to listen to.
Yeah, thanks. That's really nice. I'm really glad to have your podcast approval.
Yeah, I'm a big critiquer of things. I talk shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sort of just move the cultural zeitgeist with your opinion.
In my vicinity. In my mind.
Who's like your best friend in comedy? Like, who do you hang out with?
I don't have a lot of friends. No, Abby, who you met, is one of my best friends.
Yeah.
Matt Lockwood, a lot of Comedy Store door guy. I'm in that Comedy Store
Yeah.
clique world. I know that's frowned upon.
Why is it
to the
frowned
rest
upon?
I know everyone talks shit about the Comedy Store.
What?
People.
Nobody
but that's
does. I would love to work at the Comedy Store.
Why don't you then?
They haven't. I only have like done.
Wait, no, I brought you up on there. You do work at the Comedy Store.
No.
I brought you up at the Comedy Store.
Oh, like I produce shows.
Oh, you do? Cool. No,
Yeah.
I meant I brought you up at Potluck.
Oh, but that's not working there.
Oh, like paid regular? Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I would love to be a paid regular. I'm not. It's tough, huh? You got to be like famous, basically. You either got to
Yeah.
be famous or beloved by everyone at the Comedy Store. One of the two.
Yeah.
That's the only ways. I
Yeah.
think. Anyways, thank you so much for doing the podcast. I think there was a lot of really fun, awkward moments.
It was much more serious than I thought it would be.
It was?
Yeah.
I feel like we were pretty goofy.
Oh.
Normally, I'm more serious.
Normally I'm way more goofy.
I do. That is a so obviously, like, I'm a comedian. I want to show off my sense of humor and stuff. But I would say most of my podcast episodes are not funny.
Oh.
This to me, this was one of the funny episodes. Most of the time, I just get too serious, or I don't know. I'm not good at like turning it on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've never really thought about that.
Some people are just always funny. I'm not.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
got to be hard for you.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
That's got to be really painful, I feel, for you.
But
As a
even
comedian.
though it is, yeah. Even though it's a comedy podcast and I have comedians on, I also think that people like it when it gets real and it's not funny.
Right.
There's a lot of people who I thought it was like a boring episode. Someone's like, this was one of my favorite
Oh.
episodes. You guys,
From the year I guess the year that I found out about comedy before I started, and I was like listening to all the comedy podcasts, I thought I loved like peeling back the curtain from what the comic was saying on stage to seeing the juxtaposition of who they were off stage.
Yes. So people like it because they get to know you.
Yeah,
so
like on a
I stopped
different level.
I stopped caring as much about making it funny.
Right.
And just kind of roll with it and accept the fact that I'm a boring, not funny man.
Oh my God. Wow. It must be really crazy to live inside your head.
I guess it might be. Thank you so much for doing the podcast. Is there anything else you want to plug besides your upcoming Dear Owen Wilson podcast / live show?
I'm going on tour again soon with Funches, Ron Funches, if you want to look
Ron
at those
Funches.
dates.
Great duo. Both really funny. You and Ron Funches.
Thanks.
Definitely
And,
worth checking out that show.
yeah, and you can just follow me at Blair Socci, BlairSocci.
Oh. Follower, thank you. Bye.
You're listening to
Unlicensed
Therapy with Ari Mannis.
All right, that was the whole episode. You made it through the end with Blair She is funny. She is sweet. Check it out. This is not my new set, but this is the new set at Melrose Podcast Studio. Ali Makovsky has been using it for her podcast, and I'm sure some more podcasts will start using it as well. If you haven't rated the show on Apple Podcasts yet, I'd appreciate you do that. And just to show my support for you guys, or to thank you guys for giving me support, I am going to read the latest reviews of the podcast. We got 2 this week. First one, 5 stars, says Sick Pod, and it's from Matthew Minkus. Sick Pod is the subject, and then it says, love the pod. Keep it up, brother. Gets me stoked. And he's located in the United States of America. Thank you very much, Matthew Minkus. Appreciate your support. And now we got our second review of the week, and this is from DZAK only via Apple Podcasts, United States. 5 stars. Ari and Surf and Chad, I've reconsidered. Ari ain't that awkward, but definitely odd. Very nice podcast. Thank you for the 5 stars. You're odd. You know what? I'm not odd. You're odd. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Take down this review and leave me a proper 5-star review. All positive. No negativity here. Thank you for the 5 stars, though. Do not. Actually, don't take it down. Just leave another 5-star reviews, not calling me odd, because you're fucking odd. That is this week's episode. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next week.